Your Excellency, honorable ministers, distinguished guests, the permanent secretaries who have come over from Kenya, and many others who are distinguished and have traveled to be with us here tonight. We would want to appreciate your presence here this evening. Fellow Kenyans, good evening. This is a day that we've been waiting for. It's such a great night. We really appreciate Your Excellency having you in our midst. And we really appreciate even your sense of humor, which many may not mention, but at a hard time, it kept us going as a nation. Now, I'm supposed to summarize and say what has been happening today and also give thanks. Your Excellency, seated in this auditorium are the people that we've been talking about: diaspora, investors, diaspora, remittances, millions and billions. It is these very people facing you this evening that have been sending that money. Most of them have had to do things they would never have done if they were in Kenya to earn that money. So I think the honorable ministers, the permanent secretaries, distinguished guests that have traveled, you need to join me in appreciating the Kenyan diaspora here in the UK and elsewhere in the world. I actually wanted them to clap for you because you are the people that send that money to keep the nation going. So I'll do it again. So we really appreciate you. Your Excellency, here tonight, as we wind up, we've had a beautiful and a great day. A lot of information has been shared from both sides, from the government and from the diaspora. A few things stood out for us to action. As diaspora, it's obvious that there is a gap, an information gap that we need to fill. We need information coming from Kenya, and we need to update ourselves with that. And from the nation or from Kenya, we need to have that information coming across. But we have a barrier there. We do not have a database, Your Excellency, that we can be able to communicate that. So it's a challenge for us here in diaspora to work together with the team that has come from Kenya to create that database so that communication, that gap can be closed. So we do have some work to do. There were other things that came up that really it's not the government to do this, the diaspora should do this, government should do that. But it's obvious that there is something we can do now and some things that we can do progressively or in future. For example, Dr. Jane Garari talked about their students and not having an information center. That from Kenya there is no information or a center where Kenyans or students are prepared before they come abroad. Now, you and I, being diaspora, have been to both sides. We came from Kenya, we're here now, we know what it means. We are the best people to set up those institutions and those centers because we have the best from both sides. So it's a challenge for us and as homework for us to do, of course, with the support of the High Commission here, that we can work together in seeing how do we establish such an institution. We know from both sides, so we are the best at doing that. Now, we have spoken tonight a lot about other things like skills and skill drain, and there is a lot that has gone on, and Your Excellency seated here tonight, there are some skills that we have learned or are represented here. They may not be highly skilled, but they are skills that, especially, for example, the health sector will need. Seated here are people who have worked, or majority of diaspora, maybe 90% have worked in the healthcare system in this country. And that means we have learned skills, we have seen practices that would make the Kenyan health sector improve overnight if we were determined to do so, if we had the avenue to do so. That might not need so much working on. As we travel around UK meeting Kenyans, one of the things we hear, Your Excellency, we hear nurses, we hear doctors, social workers, occupational therapists who say all the time, when is it that we can go to Kenya and do community education, civic education on different programs? These people are ready, Your Excellency. What we need, and I wish the Minister for Health was here, but I'm sure he's got his representatives here, is to say when and how the diaspora is ready to come full board and do that. As you can see, if it was another time of the year, another season, you'd have had more Kenyans here. But this is the season when we go and connect back home. So most have traveled, but these have done well to make it at such a time as this. Now, I'll take advantage of the words that His Excellency has said. We need to say what we want. We have had a lot of investment opportunities explained to us. We've had all that we've been listening today, including the KCB diaspora banking product. But we also have an investment which we'd like to bring on the table. We save the best till last. This one has no price tag. This one cannot be valued. It's beyond measure. This one is the best and the highest, and this is the heartbeat of the diaspora right here in the UK, Your Excellency. It's not been mentioned a lot, and it's for us as diaspora, we are asking the government of Kenya to consider this investment. If we don't tap into this, we lose everything else that we have worked so hard for. And the greatest investment is our youth. Our youth. We have an increasing number of Kenyan youth born here, or some of them came as very young, a very large number, larger than the students. These are the people who will be sending the remittances tomorrow, but they need to connect now. Tomorrow might be too late. They need to know Kenya now. Tomorrow might be too late. So we leave that to you on the table, and I'm sure you will take it, think about it, and we hope to hear back from our nation on that. I thank you for taking the time to come to be with us, Your Excellency, and the team from Kenya. And with that, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for recognizing us as diaspora. All of a sudden, we have the diaspora, and we exist somewhere, and we feel valued and treasured, and we want to thank you for that. Thank you very much.